Welcome back. Generally, leadership, how can we reform the criminal justice system and restore the people's trust in the courts?
The question is very big. People still trust the courts because they go there. We have to reform the procedures, to modernize them, to retrain our lawyers. Once you have that, there will be no problem. As it is now, I think it's not bad.
What role can the judiciary play in sustaining Nigeria's democracy?
Well, to interpret, as we are doing, we are not to be politicians.
Let me ask you this. What is your opinion on the current administration's repeated flouting of court orders, where, for example, accused persons are not allowed to enjoy bail even after having met their bail conditions?
That is for history. You see, the judiciary will not control police. They don't control the army. They interpret. And that interpretation is according to the Constitution. If those people are flouting the Constitution, it's up to them, the assemblies, to decide whether the governor or president has gone wrong. They may challenge him. But if they are flouting the Constitution, it's up to them, the assemblies, to decide what to do. And they can do something. It's not for judiciary.
Many of the cases that have suffered this kind of setback, as we mentioned, are corruption cases. Corruption is a big problem and it's being tackled aggressively. Does Nigeria need to establish special courts for corruption, as some people are advocating, and maybe special courts for terrorism, because that's another big problem?
What if we establish such a court and the court also becomes corrupt? There's a need for a special court on corruption. Let the normal court. Anybody who is a judicial officer, he has been sworn on the Bible or Quran, and he has promised to do justice, to follow the truth. So that is enough. No need to establish a special court for that. There are many judges in each state, so the chief judge of the state can from time to time say, all right, you'll be dealing with a lot of traffic cases now, motor traffic cases. Well, I want one of the judges to go and stay there for 3 months to clear. That is all right.
Another issue, as former NBA President Joseph Daudu pointed out, is the quality of judgment, especially in corruption cases. A case that readily comes to mind is that of a director of the police, in the police pensions office, who pleaded guilty to being part of a syndicate which stole 23 billion naira. He was fined 750,000 naira. Awarding minimal costs against an offender such as that can hardly achieve deterrence.
Well, it depends on the people prosecuting. Quite all right, he has been convicted. He has been fined. But the prosecutor can appeal against that funny sentence. Yes, they don't. If they appeal to Court of Appeal, there may be changes. If Court of Appeal fails, let them go to Supreme Court. But they don't appeal, they just. That is the situation. And it's not a good situation for the country and for anti-corruption even.
You mentioned the Supreme Court a while ago. I've read some opinion that given the population of Nigeria, the nation should have a decentralized Supreme Court. It is argued that each region should have a quasi-independent Supreme Court and the central court should attend to complex cases.
Nowhere in the world that is done. There's always one Supreme Court. As big as United States is, they have only one Supreme Court. In England, they have only one. In France, they have only one. Where are we imitating? Is it our population, land area? We are not up to 1/3 the size of the United States. We are not up to 1/3 the population of India. Each place, they have one Supreme Court. If you start having many Supreme Courts, there'll be so much contradiction in the judgments on the same facts. For example, our Court of Appeal, they've started doing the same. On the same facts, on the same distance, they are giving contradictory judgments. There's one their president is so angry about. The same 3 judges gave judgment in the same matter, and about a week later, a similar case came, same facts, they gave a different decision. How? It's a frightening thing. So that situation must not be allowed to exist, because it will destroy not only judiciary, it will destroy the nation.
We have to take another break. We ask that you please join us yet again.